Welcome, tent campers. This is going to be an overview of a trip to Gatlinburg that I did back in July. I went to Climbworks, which is a ziplining amusement park type thing, rope courses, you name it. This is the crazy UTV ride up to the top of the mountain. These drivers drive like they're on fire, I would say. It's very fast, very steep, and it's a lot of fun. You will see the ride up to the top of the mountain, followed by several of the zip lines throughout this video. I had a ton of fun, and I would highly recommend them if you are looking for an adrenaline-type ride and adventure. You learn a lot about Smoky Mountain history while you're doing this. And the safety is beyond crazy. If you're worried about possibly falling off or anything, there's no way you can do it. You'll see throughout this video, you're constantly connected to at least 2, if not 3 things at one time. So there's no chance that you're going to have an issue. When you first get to Climbworks and check in, you'll get to see and meet a bunch of your guides. There are 4 or 5 guides at every one of these towers that you're doing, and they care absolutely the most they can about you, and will do anything and everything to make sure you're happy and safe. With our group, we had a kid that was on the smaller side. Some of the guides ended up having to actually zip with him to make sure he didn't get stuck in the middle of the line. But if you do end up getting stuck in the middle of the line, they do have retrieving devices, and they will more or less fish you back, is the best way I can describe it. All the equipment, all the harnesses is top of the line, and they are rated for over 12,000 pounds, so you do not have to worry about any issues. That was the last tower you just seen. That's actually the one you jump off at the end. I do not have the jump on video, but I am coming back to this place in October 2026, and I will be coming back up here to do this adventure again during the fall. I have planned my trip for 2026 due to the fact that I want to be able to see the fall colors and everything that's involved with the Smoky Mountains, besides coming in the middle of the summer. July was fun, but I want to give it a little bit of extra to it because it's spending Halloween and all of that up there. We're actually up near the top of the mountain right now. It seems like a very long ride to the top, and it actually is a pretty good ride. But along the journey of getting up to the top, they teach you everything. They're talking to you. They're trying to calm you down if you're nervous. They're doing everything they can to make your trip the most enjoyable ever. My next video, which is going to be the Smoky Mountains outdoors, whitewater rafting, was done the same day. They were separated by about 4 hours, and I ended up getting to the Smoky Mountains a little bit early. And they got me onto a boat early. And I ended up actually meeting one of the dancers from Anarchistia there on my raft. That's going to be another video, is Anarchistia. But if you're worried about ziplining, don't be. I was a little hesitant because this was my first time, even though I've ridden roller coasters all over the world, and I'm not a nervous person at all. Ziplining was a little bit nerve-wracking in my opinion because I didn't know what to expect. You're stepping off of a box, jumping off of a box, whatever you want to call it, and hanging from a cable that you have no idea what it's like. But they treat you so well that it's not nerve-wracking at all. But we are actually near the top of this thing, surprisingly. I didn't realize it was this long. But definitely do this adventure if you're looking for something a little bit different, because it's well worth exploring and learning about the area. As you can see, climb is actually an acronym. It is their way to let everybody know. That is me getting into this car. As you can see, the amount of safety gear that's on me. Here we go with the first zip line, and you can see that the amount of tethers that are here is crazy. You are connected to at least 2 tethers at any time that you step past a locked gate. This is my first time ever ziplining. I've ridden over 2,000 roller coasters around the world, and I was a little bit nervous on this. So, plus, my head is above the cable, so it was a little bit sketchy at first, but my guide right there did everything she could to make me comfortable. I never jumped off the boxes. I sat down and let gravity take me off these boxes. Most people would jump off, but I didn't feel safe doing that. So I would just gently sit down and go. Here I am, more or less freaking out. This is one of the shorter zip lines. This one, I think, was 900 feet. And it's just about 200 feet above the ground, if I remember correctly. I don't have the fact sheet right in front of me, but the views are absolutely amazing. There's no better way to see the Smoky Mountains than flying over it at 50 miles an hour. Here I go. As you can see, I'm more or less white knuckling this, but it was 100% worth it. The really cool thing about doing zip lines at this facility is you don't just do zip lines, you do a history lesson along with ropes and rappelling and all sorts of other things. Here I am actually releasing myself off of it. But look at that view. That view is unmatched. And you will see how they catch you here in a minute. It is a controlled crash, is the best way I can describe this. But they do it so well that it's no issue at all. That black thing is actually a giant brake that's full of air that slows you down and catches you like a fish. But you will see the rope bridges and everything else throughout this. I'm going to turn music on so I don't have to talk for the next few minutes. I will get back at the end of this. If you're looking for something to do that's under $200, full of adrenaline, and has views like no other, Climeworks in Gatlinburg, Tennessee is definitely one for you. Thank you guys for watching. Please look out for my newest videos. I will have plenty more coming up of this area.